National Electrical Code Section 314.17 addresses sealing electrical boxes mounted in exterior walls. This requirement aims to prevent air and moisture infiltration, contributing to energy efficiency and preventing potential damage from condensation. The core principle is to maintain the integrity of the building envelope. This requirement has been a part of the National Electrical Code since the 1996 edition, meaning it's not a new edition, but rather an established standard. The specific wording in 314.17 outlines the need to effectively close any openings in electrical boxes installed in exterior walls or ceilings. This includes sealing around cable enters and any unused openings or knockouts. The primary reason for this requirement is to minimize air leakage through the electrical box. Air leakage can lead to several problems, including energy loss, increased heating and cooling costs, condensation buildup inside the wall cavity, and potential mold growth. Condensation occurs when warm, moist air comes into contact with a cold surface. In colder climates, the exterior walls can become quite cold, and if warm, moist air from inside the house leaks into the wall cavity through an unsealed electrical box, it can condense on the cold surfaces. Over time, this moisture can damage the building materials and lead to mold growth. Mold can pose health risks and can be expensive to remediate. Sealing electrical boxes helps to prevent this moisture buildup and maintain a healthy indoor environment. To comply with Section 314.17a, several methods can be used to seal the openings in electrical boxes. One option is to use a sealant or caulk specifically designed for this purpose. These sealants are typically applied around the cable entry points and any unused openings in the box. Another option is to use pre-made sealing devices such as the Newtek knockout seal blocks. These blocks are designed to fit snugly into the knockouts of the electrical box and provide an effective air seal. Newtek knockout seal blocks are still available and are often specified in jurisdictions that want to ensure adequate sealing is performed. When selecting a sealant or sealing device, it is important to choose one that is compatible with the materials of the electrical box and the surrounding wall. The sealant should also be durable and resistant to moisture and temperature changes. Proper installation of the sealant or sealing device is essential for achieving an effective seal. The surface should be clean and dry before applying the sealant, and the sealant should be applied evenly and completely fill any gaps or openings. When using Newtek knockout seal blocks, make sure they are properly seated in the knockouts and that they fit snugly. It's important to note that the specific requirements for sealing electrical boxes may vary depending on the local building codes and regulations. It is always a good idea to consult with your local building inspector or electrical inspector to ensure that you are complying with all applicable codes. In addition to the requirements of Section 314.17a, there may be other code requirements that relate to the installation of electrical boxes in exterior walls. For example, the National Electrical Code also addresses the grounding and bonding of electrical boxes as well as the proper support and protection of the wiring. It is important to be familiar with all applicable code requirements before beginning any electrical work. Proper sealing of electrical boxes and exterior walls is an important step in ensuring energy efficiency, preventing moisture damage, and maintaining a healthy indoor environment. By following the requirements of National Electrical Code Section 314.17 and consulting with your local building inspector, you can ensure that your electrical installations are safe and compliant. Furthermore, remember that even though the National Electrical Code provides a baseline, local jurisdictions often amend or add to these requirements. Therefore, always verify the specific regulations in your area. To reiterate, the key reasons for sealing electrical boxes in exterior walls are firstly, energy conservation. By preventing air leakage, you reduce the amount of energy needed to heat or cool the building. Secondly, moisture control. Sealing prevents condensation and potential mold growth, protecting the building structure and the health of its occupants. Thirdly, code compliance. Meeting the requirements of National Electrical Code 314.17 ensures that the electrical installation is safe and compliant with industry standards. Let's delve deeper into the practical aspects of sealing electrical boxes. When selecting a sealant, look for products labeled as S-Sealing or caulk for energy efficiency. These products are specifically designed to create a tight seal and prevent air leakage. They typically have a high level of elasticity, which allows them to expand and contract with temperature changes without cracking or losing their seal. Common sealant materials include acrylic latex, silicone, and polyurethane. Acrylic latex is a cost-effective option that is easy to apply and clean up. However, it may not be as durable as silicone or polyurethane. Silicone sealants offer excellent flexibility and resistance to moisture and temperature changes. They are a good choice for sealing electrical boxes in areas that are exposed to high humidity or extreme temperatures. Polyurethane sealants are the most durable option and offer excellent resistance to chemicals and abrasion. They are a good choice for sealing electrical boxes in demanding environments. When applying sealant, be sure to clean the surfaces thoroughly to remove any dirt, dust, or debris. Use a caulk gun to apply the sealant in a continuous speed around the cable entry points and any unused openings in the electrical box. Smooth the sealant with your finger or a caulk smoothing tool to create a neat and professional finish. For larger openings or gaps, you may need to use a backer rod to fill the space before applying the sealant. A backer rod is a foam or rubber rod that is inserted into the gap to provide a base for the sealant. This helps to prevent the sealant from sinking into the gap and ensures a proper seal. When using NewTek knockout seal blocks, make sure to select the correct size for the knockouts in your electrical box. The blocks should fit snugly into the knockouts and create an airtight seal. If the blocks are too loose, they will not be effective at preventing air leakage. In addition to sealing the openings in the electrical box, it is also important to seal around the perimeter of the box where it meets the wall. This will help to prevent air from leaking around the edges of the box. Use a sealant or caulk to seal the gap between the box and the wall. When sealing around the perimeter of the box, be sure to apply the sealant evenly and completely fill any gaps or openings. Smooth the sealant with your finger or a caulk smoothing tool to create a neat and professional finish. After sealing the electrical boxes, it is a good idea to inspect them periodically to ensure that the seal is still intact. Over time, the sealant may crack or deteriorate, which can compromise the seal. If you notice any cracks or gaps in the sealant, reapply the sealant to restore the seal. Sealing electrical boxes is a relatively simple and inexpensive task that can have a significant impact on energy efficiency and indoor air quality. By following the guidelines outlined in National Electrical Code 314.17 and using the appropriate sealing materials and techniques, you can ensure that your electrical installations are safe, compliant, and energy efficient. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electricity. Turn off the power to the circuit before beginning any electrical work and take appropriate precautions to protect yourself from electric shock. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. In summary, sealing electrical boxes and exterior walls is a crucial step in maintaining the integrity of the building envelope, conserving energy, preventing moisture damage, and complying with electrical codes. By understanding the requirements of National Electrical Code 314.17 and employing proper sealing techniques, you can create a more comfortable, energy-efficient, and healthy living environment. Always consult with local building and electrical inspectors to ensure full compliance with regional regulations, as these can sometimes exceed the minimum standards set by the National Electrical Code.